All right, coming to the quilt show. All right, so let's go take a look at all the quilts that are on display. On the sides are all the vendors. I usually don't film them, but that's where they are. All right, that is a Bridge of Friendship quilt. This is in memory of all of those that have passed from Havasu Stitchers. And we're going to start off over here. On the left is Rita, and on the right is Barbara. I love this one right here. It is definitely beautiful with all those vintage fabrics. And the quilting is free motion. It's the green tea and sweet beans pattern. The next one we have Michelle and Dorothy. So that one's Michelle and the other one's Dorothy. I love that owl. Next we have Patty on the left and Anastasia on the right. I love this one, all the purple. And more purple. Notice they had to hang the purples in the same aisle for Tiffany to see. All right, let's go around. We have Sarah's. Look at the flowers, so pretty.
I like the origami thing.
Yeah,
Right,
look at that. All right, in this aisle we have Elizabeth and Diana. Look at all the free motion quilting on this one.
Hi there. Take a look-see. So these are like really good deals, like, there's 4 yards.
This is a nice block right here. I like that block. On the left, we have Janice, and on the right, Ellen. I will butcher names. That's just how it goes.
And this is Tula.
Yeah, and this one's got Tula in it. I love it, love it, love it.
Show the heart and the kitty.
The kitty even
kitty
has a tail. And look at Mr. Dinosaur right there in the middle. I love her flange. She did a flange in the border, and it's pretty thick, as you can see. It looks really cool. Kind of adds this added highlight to it. Ellen's is computerized machine quilted. Next we have Terry on the left and Roseanne on the right. Terry's is all free motion. And Roseanne's is a pantograph, or she followed a pantograph. All right, let's go around to the other quilts. All right, we're coming up on a bookshelf quilt made by Anastasia. Yep, she has a picture of herself. She loves Kristen Ashley books, obsessed with them. And I found out this was her first quilt she ever made.
Get the kitty.
And we got some cats up at the bottom. So cute. All right, moving on. We're going to go with this aisle. We'll get to that one in a second. Let's start on this side. All right, we got Sonia. And then this one is Barbara. And this one is Carol. This one reminds me of like something super vintage. I love it. So we had to come back to this one because this one was made with a World War II silk parachute, and this is painted on. Here is part of the parachute from December 11th, 1942, and here is the painted parachute.
She painted the flowers.
She painted all those flowers on here.
That's a pattern.
All right, and then we got Pamela's over here. Hers is free motion quilted. Then we got me. Gotta have me. So on mine, I won the Free Motion Quilting Award because my free motion quilting is just free motion. It was actually judged by a real quilt judge out of Phoenix. I forgot the name, but it was a real quilt judge. I'll be able to tell you guys in a later video, but yep. So I got an award. I got an award for the free motion quilting on my quilt, on one. So let's move on. All right, moving on. We got Terry on the top, Sonia in the middle, and Dottie on the bottom. To the side, we have Dottie on the top, and I don't know on the bottom because I can't see it. But that one is an art quilt.
Sonia.
Sonia, okay. Ooh, look at this one. This one is free motion. Look at that, pretty. I love how they did the heart in the middle. And these lovely art quilts, I love them. I don't know why. I just love art quilts. And I have that saying in my room. And the balloon. All right, to the side we have Mary's quilt. It's just perfect because it's not winter anymore. So the snowmen are melting. All right, moving on. We got Denise on the right and Denise on the left. So both of these belong to Denise. Adorable. I like this one. This one's cute. All right, this side we have Louise on the right and Mary on the left. I like that. So this is Arizona to me right here. Cactus, 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 cactus everywhere. Okay. Now we have Louise again. Nice big quilt. Looks to be about a queen size. And it is computerized quilting. On this side, on the top right, we have Ruby, the bottom, Barbara, and Rita on the left. These portrait ones are so cute, so abstract. More cactus. Beautiful sawtooth stars with applique in the middle with the flowers, so cute. And this one is free motion quilted as well. All right, next we have Sharon's quilt. Look at this thing, it's ginormous. So it has scalloped on the bottom mixed with pointed, and it rounds off into a point, which is really neat. I have not seen that much at any quilt show. And this one is free motion quilted. She got an award for the paper piecing part of it. All right, on the left we have Elizabeth, and then on the right we have Roseanne. Look at that one, I like that one. So much color. And it is computer pantograph. On the right we have Paula, and on the left we have Rita.
Hey, Tiffany.
All right, on the top right here we have Elaine. And then Ruby right here on the bottom. Dorothy's round heart quilt right there. And on the top, Elizabeth, which is free motion quilted. Look at those cute feathers. Oh, she did a heart right here. Look at that. So adorable. All right, on this side we have Andy. Andy's is a pantograph. And I totally spaced showing you guys the saying is the most important thing in a dress is the woman wearing it. So true, so true. All right, then we have right here Patty, the one and done or one block wonder. They have so many names. Here we have quite a few. The top on the left is Susie. The bottom left is Roxanne. The bottom right is Anastasia. And then AJ in the middle. And on the top right is Roxanne. Check this guy out. So adorable. The things you can do with fabric. All right, moving on. We have Louise. Almost reminds me of my Fiesta quilt. That one is done by a pantograph on the quilting. Then we have Kevin. That one is done computerized, mixed with some free motion. Now we have Pat's quilt. Nice scrappy quilt. On the other side, Celine. Adorable. That one's done with a pantograph. We have Patricia, which is free motion quilted. On this side, we have Audie. Which is, doesn't say how it's quilted. It looks like pantograph. All right, on the bottom right, we have Sherry. And this left one is Anna, which, look at this cat. Free motion. How cute, look at all that. So adorable. All right, this top right is Jackie. Oh, those are foxes on that one. With a quilted with a pantograph. And then this top one on the right is Linda. Look at these characters, aren't they adorable? All right, on this side we have Jeanette. This is a huge one. Nice and scrappy. This is what I like. You guys know I love my scrappy quilts. And this one is computerized and free motion mixed. Next one we have an enormous one by Janice. I just long arm quilted one of these for somebody. It wasn't exactly what's on here, but it's the exact same quilt. So this one is quilted by so many. This one got Best in Show, Computer Quilting, and Piecing Award. So beautiful. I love it because it's purple. All right, this one is Kevin. It's a computerized pantograph quilted. Got an award for machine quilting. On this side, we have these little Dresdens. This is Jeanette's quilt. All right, now we have Carol. It's quite large, hard to get it all in one shot. This one's computerized quilted. Great use of empty space by using the computerized. I love the hearts and the border. All right, on this side we have Kelly. I think I've seen this pattern before, but I cannot think of what it's called. I'll have to go up close and see if it says. Just called Blue Stars. It's also free motion quilted. Oh, look at the little border. So pretty, so pretty. All right, here we have Celine's quilt. Got to have our spools of thread. This one's computerized quilting. Then we have a me quilt, and we'll get to that in a second, and a Celine quilt, which is computerized quilted. So here we have my play quilt. That's what I call it. I literally just put something together and said I wanted to play with something. So this one's all free motion quilted on my long arm. There's a theme here. All the yellow, I did feathers, and then all the green, I did like a swirly or movement designs. And then all of the orange has geometric-y type designs. So like this one's straight lines with dots. This one's just ruler. This one has itty bitty wishbones ribbon candy in between each line. Like I literally went all out with quilting this one. This one's brick up here. I had fun with it. Now we have Bev. Nice big pineapple quilt. In real life, it's a lot more colorful. The pastels are more brighter. I don't know why it's not showing much on camera. Hers is computerized quilting. Maybe it's because I'm not in like the right corner for this. Next we have Karen, which is a computerized quilted. All right, now we have Chris's quilt. This one is called Mystic. I love this pattern. It's quilted with a pantograph. Here we have AJ's quilt. And on this side, Roseanne. I love it. Purple, purple, purple. I just love the color purple. Can't get enough of it. And it is done with a pantograph, but look, it's got Tula in the background. And it's got butterflies in the fabric. I mean, who could go wrong? That's a Tiffy quilt. Now we have Chris's quilt. I love this. Big blocks. Probably goes together super quick. Quilted with a pantograph. Another Exploding Heart by Patty.
But it's patriotic.
But this one is patriotic.
And Scott loves it.
And it is free motion quilted. Look at the giant stars on here. Awesome. All right, right here on the right we have Dorothy's table toppers. Oh, this is a very popular technique lately, I've been noticing. A lot of people are doing these. This one's got butterfly fabric. Then we have Alice's quilt. It's called Opposites Attract. That's a Missouri Star pattern, if you didn't recognize it. Then we have Andy. And that one's computerized quilted. And then another one of Dorothy's. Again, like I said, super popular doing these. Folded stars. All right, now we have Bonnie's. Hers is done with a pantograph. The yellows and grays look great together with the black. Perfect. Then we have Linda. She got Machine Piecing Award. Hers is free motion quilted. Now we have Barbara's Bargello. So beautiful. I love the sides. She got Hand Quilted Award. Is that what it says?
Panto/hand.
Yeah, a pantograph and hand-guided quilting. I knew I saw the word hand. Here we have Lori's. And this one is hand quilted. That's really good for hand quilting. My goodness. Now we have Bonnie's quilt. She used a pantograph.
Yes.
So colorful.
That's what they keep talking about, piecing and
Now we have Terry's Exploded Star. This one I quilted for her. It's just free motion. Took me a while to do. And there's hearts in the center heart.
And stand up with it.
We have Alice. I love that. I think I need to make me one of those. Used computerized pantograph. Then we have Janice. free motion and computerized. And then we have me. All right, so I got the River Scene Magazine Choice Award on here, which is a sponsor of the quilt show. It's a local magazine, if you didn't know. There's my quilt. It's all free motion. I've showed it a bazillion times, but here's a way to see it in full. Oh, I purchased the quilt top, and it was horrible, horrible, horrible. So I had to fix it. And once I fixed it, I was able to put it back together and put it on the long arm and quilt away all the fullness and everything in this one. I had so much fun quilting it, and there actually is some footage of me quilting it on the channel. Here we are coming up on Barbara's quilt. Love that. I love the Southwestern. And this one is done by Pantograph. Then we have Maria's quilt, fire department quilt. It's a t-shirt quilt, and it's quilted with flames. Do you see that? So awesome. My local quilt shop has a lovely booth here with this awesomely quilted quilt. Look at the kitty. And this is from Fabrics Unlimited, my local shop.
There's links in there.
And there's links in the description below this video to their shop. All right, now we have Terry's quilt that I quilted. So beautiful. Moving on, we have Michelle's quilt. This thing is ginormous. And it's Tula. And hers is computer stitched. Look at that thing. I love that. So beautiful. So beautiful. Now we have Chris's quilt. With that vintage feel to it. It is a pantograph quilted. This thing is enormous. And then we have Paula's quilt. This one is computer quilted. I actually really like this design. She chose a perfect yellow for this. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And here is from the stage. What a wonderful show. Finally, we have the underwater challenge quilt. So I'm gonna just kind of pan over them.
Anything?
And there we have the under the sea. So here we are at the end. I am done showing you the show. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll just end it on my quilt, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.